Hello guys, welcome back to Rod's VW Garage. Bienvenidos de nuevo mi gente a otro episodio aquí en su canal de Rod's VW Garage. Y hoy en este episodio vamos a trabajar, a continuar trabajando en la single cab. This is going to be a very special video because este video va a ser especial porque vamos a hacer algo que no hemos hecho en hace tiempo. So we're going to do something that we haven't done in at least 3-4 years. So we're gonna raise the gearbox. So stay tuned. It's very cool when you can do this. Okay. So con eso dicho, gracias por el support. Thank you for your support. Gracias por su apoyo. Sigan dándole like, suscribiéndose y compartiendo. No se olvide de seguirme. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and YouTube, also on Instagram. Come on, we gotta work that Instagram. So, anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and with no further ado, let's go to the video. All right, let's do it. And this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this gearbox and we're gonna shove it up about 2 inches. Okay, so we have to cut the frame here and here, and we're gonna move this upward about 2 inches. We're gonna get it where the pivot arm here is gonna be really close to, that is at the highest position right there. So we're gonna move this until this right here, it's really close or touching the top here. All right, eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Vamos a moverlo hacia allá. Entonces, ¿qué estamos tratando de hacer? Es que esto no se vea. Cuando tú la mires así, ¿lo ven? Que se ve todo esto aquí, que esto esté más hacia arriba. So, that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to do this. We're going to move this forward, upward, like my double cab. You barely see my double cab. So, that's how it's gonna end up. Así que va a terminar, pero el problema de eso no es eso solamente. El problema es que el guía, so the gear, the column is gonna go up another 2 inches, so we have to cut that and re-weld it. So with that being said, con eso dicho, vamos a coger y vamos a hacer esto. Pues lo primero que vamos a hacer aquí, the first thing we got to do here is we're going to take the lever off, the brake pedal, and we're going to take that off. I'm going to take it off from here, and then we're going to do the marking and the cutting. Okay, let's do it. All right, guys, a little bit of struggle here, but got everything out. Pitman arm and the pedal. So now what we got to do is we got to figure out the angle, how we're going to cut this. So we're going to cut it. If you see, si miran aquí, ven el shaft, miren ahí el shaft, en ese mismo ángulo es que hay que cortar. Ese mismo ángulo es que hay que cortar aquí y hay que cortarla aquí. Luego cortamos eso primero y para entonces poder, porque no podemos moverla hacia arriba, derecho, tiene que ser hacia atrás. ¿Ok? So, déjame buscar la weapon of choice que va a ser, vamos a cortarla con el soso. ¿Ok? All right. Or reciprocating saw. Let's do it. All right, guys, just took off the bolts, and now we can move this, and you can see it travels one way. So we're gonna take, so look at that. If I move it forward or down, it comes forward. You see it? So if I move it back, it's gonna go back. So we're gonna take this same right here, this same angle, and that's how we're gonna cut, right there and right here. So let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. All right, folks, so the frame is cut. So you saw the angle. So now, lo que vamos a hacer ahora es, vamos a cortar esta pieza. Porque ahora, esto hay que cortarlo aquí y hay que cortarlo aquí para que la caja del guía pueda subir. A mí no me gusta esta tool. I always hated this tool. It's the tool for the job, but I hate it. Guys, so here we have it, and I'm trying to give them the most I can. I think what I'm gonna do, creo que lo que voy a hacer es, voy a marcarlo y yo lo cojo y lo corto y le hago bang para adentro un poquito para que pueda, porque si lo dejo ahí, if you look at it right there, right? And this is the issue, one of the issues that we run into when you do this. Esto es uno de los problemas que ya está chocando. It's already touching. See it? It's already touching. So what we got to do is bang that in some, and then so you can have full rotation. Alright guys, so this is what happened. So that's how much it went up. It's pretty cool, huh? All right, let's see. Let's get the measurement. Almost 2 inches. Casi 2 pulgadas. Ahora lo que hay que hacer es, hay que poner un refuerzo aquí. Hay que poner un refuerzo aquí. Aquí. Y de aquí. So we just got to get it all nice and reinforced. We got to do a reinforcement here, from here to here, and one from here to here. After we do all that stuff, then we should be good to get everything mounted back together. So después que hagamos eso, le pongamos todo esos refuerzos, ya podemos montarlo para atrás. Okay? Alright guys, so now we're gonna use a piece of cardboard to do the reinforcement there. Alright, same we're gonna do over here. También vamos a hacerlo aquí. Okay? Vamos a hacerlo. Let's go ahead. Alright guys, so here we have the pieces cut, so they're perfect. So that's gonna go there, and this one is gonna go here just like that. And I'm gonna cut it here. So I can weld the interior or the inside right in here. We'll weld it inside, that way I don't have to try to weld it from the other side. It's gonna be really hard. So, and then we got a cap for this one right there, see it? Then we got a cap for this one and cap for this side. So that's it. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff welded, and we should be good. All right guys, so here we are. This is pretty much how it's gonna look, other than a little bit of paint. So reinforce the inside, and that's it. Ya eso está. Ahora tenemos que venir esta tarde y darle aquí para que podamos buscar la clearance de la tie rod. O no de la tie rod, perdóname, de la pivot arm. Wow. Ya eso está. Ahorita le metemos pintura. We just put a little bit of paint later on and we should be straight. Everything is good. The reinforcement. Lo ve que tiene los refuerzos arriba. Y eso está. Alright guys, so just put a little bit of paint and this thing is looking amazing. So that is done. Now what we gotta do is work with this right here. Tenemos que trabajar con esto. So tenemos que sacarla para desmontarla. We have to take it apart. We have to take it apart so we can cut the shaft. So we have to cut the same amount that we took, that we lifted here. So lo mismo que nosotros hicimos para levantar esto, hay que sacarle, hay que cortarle a esto. So, porque si no se va a ver con el mío. If not, it's gonna look like a semi tractor. You see mine? It's like way up. It's supposed to be like down here because I haven't cut the shaft yet. So no he cortado el shaft en esa. So lo vamos a cortar en esta hora. Okay. Alright. Me gustaría saber usar el torno, porque si yo supiera usar el torno bien, le hacía el wedge y le hacía la rosca, le hacía todo, but I don't know. I have to cut it and splice it. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this. Okay. Yo les enseño qué voy a hacer con esto. Alright guys, another morning here, and I'm gonna show you where I'm at. So we got the gearbox all taken apart, the column and gearbox. Okay, we got the screw here and the shaft. So now we have to cut the tube. This tube right here, we got to cut it, and we have to cut the shaft. Okay, so how are we gonna cut it? We have to cut the one. It's almost 2 inches. So what we cut in one, what we have to cut on the other one. Lo que cortamos en uno hay que cortar en lo otro. We're gonna go ahead and cut 2 inches here. So we're gonna cut it, and then after we cut it, we're gonna take the little bearing from the inside. We're gonna push it out. Okay. So let's do it. Let's cut this bad boy. All right, guys. So if you want an accurate cut, so use a pipe cutter. That's what I'm using here. I got a larger one, and it works well. So there you go. There we go. So I just gotta cut. And why I had to use a pipe cutter? ¿Por qué usé un pipe cutter? Porque no me di cuenta. And I'm gonna show you. And I forgot about this. That the bearing sits. The bearing sits on. You see, this is machined. Esto está cortado con la máquina. So no se puede hacer nada. So ahora hay que ponerlo para atrás y soldarlo. So we gotta put it back and weld it. It's gonna turn out all right. I'm gonna put a sleeve on the interior, on the inside. Voy a poner un sleeve en la parte de adentro para que quede derecho. Vamos a buscar un tubo que le sirva en la parte de adentro y les enseño ya. Oh God, I wasn't recording. All right, guys. So what I was saying is right here. This is what we cut, and now we gotta weld this to here. And how we're gonna do it? We're gonna use this bushing. We're gonna put it on the inside, and all this is gonna be. And it's gonna be straight, and then we're done with the shaft. Okay, so this fits really well in there. Esto trabaja muy bien allá adentro. Entonces tenemos que hacerle un hueco más grande para que el shaft funcione aquí. So, vamos a hacerlo con esta barrena. Okay, let's do it. Just made it to fit the shaft, and look at this. Perfect. So now we're just gonna put it right here. This is kind of, I think it's like a cast, I guess. So what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna put a groove here, and when we weld, it's gonna tighten it up. So let me put a groove here right in the middle, and then when we weld, we take it to the groove and we weld, it's gonna tighten it up, and it's not gonna. All right, we're gonna take it all the way up to the halfway point, and then we're gonna stick it in here. Let's hold it back just a hair. All right, so this is how it looks. Let's see if the shaft goes in. Well, there you go. No problem. So let's go ahead and get this welded. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So now that we've done the joining of the shaft, it's good to go. All right, this is very important here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to cut the 2 inches, right? And then we're gonna have to put it back together. We need to find a way to put a sleeve over the top. So even when we cut and we do all the cleaning, and we're gonna weld it and all this stuff, we want it dead straight. Lo queremos lo más derecho posible. So acuérdense. So remember, we put the bushing is up here. So we need to do this down here. Okay. So we're gonna cut it right there. Right there. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut the 2 inches, and then we're gonna clean it. Clean both sides, get it beveled, and get it ready to weld. Okay, let's do it. All right, guys. Here we have it. So what I did was I cut a bolt. You see a long bolt. I cut it. I cut this piece of it. Cut that piece, cut the head. And now, if you see, I drilled it all the way through. ¿Lo ves? Le hice un hueco completo porque por ahí tiene que ir el cable. So the wire for the horn, it has to go through here. So, with that being said, con eso dicho, ahora esto lo podemos poner aquí. ¿Ves? Y esto va a estar derecho. No va, ¿lo ves? Mira eso. Y ponemos la otra pieza y ya se le hizo bevel. ¿Lo ves que se le hizo bevel? Y esto se va a soldar y esto no se va a romper. No con esto en el medio, esto no se rompe nunca. Guys, so this is a good thing about having a lathe, that you can put the stuff in it and then make sure it's straight. Look at that thing. Straight. So now You see it? So now we're gonna go ahead and crank it really. We're gonna bring this up. We're gonna lock it in place and then we're gonna weld it, okay? We're gonna crank the heat to the highest. And let's do it. All right, folks, so there we have it. That looks really, really, really good. So now we're gonna find the sleeve. We're gonna put a sleeve over top of this. I'm confident that this is not gonna go anywhere. Yo estoy más que seguro que nada va a pasar aquí, que no se va a soltar, pero con eso dicho, no es para mí. It's not for me. It's for somebody else. So we're gonna put a sleeve right over it. Okay. So I looked everywhere and finally found it. Right there. It's a little bigger, but it's fine. All we want is a sleeve to put over here in order to give, you know, the most strength possible. So this thing will never break right there. So we're gonna cut it right in the middle. Vamos a cortarla a la mitad. Entonces la vamos a limpiar y la vamos a poner. Lo ves que yo lo soldé aquí. Ahí mismo lo vamos a poner. So right there we're gonna weld both sides. We're gonna do some holes. We're gonna do some plug welds across. And I'm gonna tell you what, this will never, ever break. Esto nunca se va a romper. Okay? When deciding which sleeve you're gonna use, you gotta make sure that this sleeve is not bigger than the hole, because if not, it won't go in through the shaft. So you gotta be careful with that, okay? So now, here we are. It's just a little big, but no worries. We'll find our mark. And we're gonna put it right in the middle. And there it is. It's got holes all around it. So we're gonna plug weld it. And we're gonna try to center. Make sure it's center. Okay, folks, so that's what I wanted. So why I didn't weld the surrounding is just because this thing is solid. You know, there's no issue with it. I'm just putting this sleeve because if you put a weld here, right here, you're just gonna make this weaker than this right here. So si tú le pones una soldadura aquí bien caliente, vas a hacer este lado más débil que el medio. ¿Me entiendes? Esto lo que hace es, este sleeve está cogido por 8 plug welds, 8 boquetes, y con eso lo que está haciendo es sujetando. Si se parte uno, todavía tiene los 7. If one breaks, it still got 7 of them. So that's why I don't want to do here or here. So, because it just makes it weaker. And look at this. We're done. We're completely done. Now we got to check. Let's double check it. All right, folks. Let's see if it works. Should work, no problem. There we go. Another successful steering shaft. Let's go and check mine out. Exactly. We are good. Now we just gotta scuff it really good and get it painted, because we got a couple things we gotta do. We gotta bang the floor, of course. We gotta mount all this stuff, and then we gotta cut. We have to cut the pedal. This pedal right here, we have to cut it. So, tenemos que cortar el pedal y tenemos que darle al piso, subirle al piso un poco para que no choque. All right, vamos a montarla a ver cómo queda. All right, guys, so just put it back together, and I am doing the next step. It's gonna be let me turn this on right there. The pedal will contact. You see? Well, when you have the arm here, it'll hit. So we have to trim it. So we're gonna cut it here, and we're gonna reinforce the top. So I'm gonna show you exactly where I'm gonna cut it. We don't have to cut much, but we have to. This is gonna get cut here to here on a half moon. Right there. See it? All right, let's go ahead and put the arm back. All right. It's good on this side. All right, that's it. Let's go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna put it right there. Guys, before we cut it, we have to put a reinforcement. And I think this one is a little too skinny. We need something thicker than that. Ahí estamos. So aquí fue lo que se le cortó. We cut right here, and then we added the top about the same width. I can see the marks, but it was welded on both sides, and it was welded hard, so it's good to go. It's another morning here, and I'm gonna show you what's going on. So what's going on here is we are, when this comes down, it's hitting the floor, and I knew it was gonna happen. So now we gotta bang this in some. So this arm will clear going back and forth, okay? So that's what we gotta do. So eso es lo que vamos a hacer ahora mismo. Lo que vamos a hacer es, vamos aquí a trabajar esto para que podamos mover el arm, el pitman arm, que se pueda mover para atrás y para adelante, porque no está moviéndose, está chocando, ¿ok? So, vamos a hacer eso, vamos a buscar el martillo de aire y vamos a empezar a darle aquí hasta hacer una cabida, ¿ok? All right, guys, so I had to do, you see it smoking? I had to build a tool because I don't want to mess up the floor. So I had to cut one of the bars and weld this on the top. So let's go ahead and fix this floor right quick. We got it beat some. So now we're not interfering. So no estamos chocando. Había que cortar esta área. So we had to cut this area because now this is up higher. So now I'm gonna show you. Very close, but it's not touching. So that's it. All right, let's go ahead and finish it off and get the everything taken apart. Paint it let's paint the shaft, and then we're gonna put it together. Okay, let's do it. All right, guys, here we have the parts, and we're getting it nice and painted. Estamos pintando las piezas ahora. Estamos haciendo todo porque yo quiero poner esto para abajo. I wanna flip it down where it's supposed to be. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of adjustment here. We're gonna bring it down 2 clicks because Elizar wants it lower. So we're gonna go down 2 clicks and see how it goes. Okay, so let's do that, and we do a little bit of paint here, a little bit of paint, and other than that, we're pretty much good to go. Okay, good to go to get this bad boy upright. All right, so it's looking good. I don't think I have anything else that I got to do down here. No creo que tenga nada más que tenga que hacer aquí abajo. So ahí en esas estamos. Okay, let's do it. All right, folks, so just got everything. I had to clearance a little bit the pedal, but that's good. Installed. We got the horn installed. We put a shorter bracket so the wire will reach. We got all this taken care of. So now we're working. Estamos trabajando con la beam y hay que soltarla. We got to loosen it up right here so we can drop it down a couple clicks. I already loosened this one up. You see it? So we gotta move it up. Okay, let's do it. Done. So I went up two teeth here and one up here. Okay, so and that's about it. So we should be dropping about 2 inches in the front, and he wants it low. So anyways, so with that being said, I think I'm gonna look it over. Voy a mirar que no haya nada, y entonces que necesita hacer ahora. Voy a mirar aquí adentro, y entonces then I'm gonna look over the parts. We don't have many parts left. No tenemos muchas piezas. Let me see. Estas piezas son estas. Those are extra parts. And then what else we got? All we have is this, and this is most likely the interior and lights and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty much it. So after this, we're gonna go ahead and do the spindles. We're gonna get all that locked in place because we're gonna bring it down, get the spindles done. We gotta check the brake fluid. I think it lost a little bit of fluid. Other than that, we gotta get this taken care of. And I have the column, the steering column. Oh, by the way, I put the wire in. So there's a wire that goes all the way up to here. That's for the horn. Eso es para la bocina. Va por dentro. Hay que echarle fluido. We have to put fluid in the fill the gearbox. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop it halfway down in order to put the fluid, and then put the shaft in, tighten it up, get everything tightened up, and then we're gonna bring it down and put it on jack stands, and we're gonna take the rotisserie, or we're gonna take the bus off the rotisserie. So we're done. So we're done with this. Now we're gonna work on the cosmetics, and then get the engine in. We gotta get the engine in, and so that's what we're working on. All right. So I filled out the gearbox. So, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna secure the bus. We're gonna lift it, and then we're gonna lift it up, get the props off, because I have the safety props right there. See it? There's one there, one on the front. We're gonna take them off, and we're gonna bring it down some in order for this not to leak. So yo lo que no quiero es que salga fluido de la gear, okay? Porque si no va a caer en la combi inside. So anyways, let's go ahead and lift it up, and get it ready to flip the other way. Okay, so That's what we're doing. Let's get it done. All right, folks. So, you see now? That's how low the gearbox is. Only about an inch, and I think the bumper will be a little lower than that. Yo creo que los bumpers, las defensas van a estar un poquito más bajitas que eso. So, ya con eso terminamos este proyecto. So, we finished with this project, and the steering wheel is cut. And you see how low it is? It's perfect. It's where it's supposed to be. So we're done with that. So we got everything painted. And you see it. This is gonna go there. We got the little thing and the rubber. It's up here. Alrighty. So that concludes another episode. All right, guys. Yeah, it takes a little, you know, it took 2 days to do that. Two complete days. So what's next? ¿Qué viene después? Lo que vamos a hacer es, vamos a poner, terminar el tren delantero. So we're gonna do the front end. We're gonna get it all sorted out, all the brakes and everything put back on there. We gotta bleed the brakes because we lost fluid. Perdimos el fluido, so hay que sangrar los frenos. So, y pues, y poner todo esto para atrás. Entonces, después de esto, after that, we're gonna go ahead and after we do with the deal with all that stuff, then we're gonna get it down from the rotisserie. We're gonna put it down on the ground, and we're gonna install the engine. So that is all next video coming up. So eso viene todo en el próximo video. Vamos a ponerla en el piso. Vamos a ponerla en el piso y la vamos a ponerle el motor. Ok. So, nada. Con esa los dejo. Gracias por sintonizar. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You know. And with that being said, if you think you have a good idea for me to do a video, just let me know. Okay. Déjenme saber. Y nada, con esa los dejo. So no se olviden de darle share, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Oh man, it's almost 100 degrees. So I'm gonna go inside. Okay. So anyways, well, I'll let you go. I gotta clean up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.